Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is monthly planning day for me. My job does half day Fridays every other week in the summer, and so we're on a half day. I'm gonna take my half, plan the month, and take you guys along with me. Right now I'm kind of leaving a site visit and for like a little media thing that we're doing next week, and we're gonna head somewhere to get lunch and hopefully coffee as well. I don't know if that'll work out, and then we'll go from here and just get into the planning. I think we're gonna start with the bullet journal and go from there. All right, let's do it.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand.
Hello everybody. So I'm back in the car. I just went to Liberty House for a little lunch and coffee. If you are ever visiting Asheville, oh, I got a matcha, I guess. If you're ever visiting Asheville and you're looking for somewhere that has really good coffee and really good food, Liberty House is a great option. I thought I would flip through my bullet journal. So this is my reading log. I kind of keep it up to date through the year. So that is starting in January. And then we have our little summer opening page. And then here is the chore chart and bucket list. So basically quarterly things to do. So my quarterly chore chart is to change the air filter in our house. I probably should get an oil change on that list. We'll do it in a minute. Clean off our porch, wash our comforter and like throw pillows, switch up my closet for summer. I used a service for my taxes this year that I don't recommend. I like them for bookkeeping, but I did not like them for taxes. And I am still waiting on them to do my taxes. So I need to do what I can do to help push that along, because I think that has to be done. They filed an extension, but I feel like it needs to be done like now. Our bookshelf is like overflowing, so I need to get that reorganized. And then I want to fertilize our house plants. Then we have our monthly tasks. We use these mosquito discs this year to try and keep mosquitoes away. And we need to change that out once a month. So far, so good. We'll see how the rest of the summer goes, but we need to change that out. I want to deep clean our kitchen, deep clean the bathroom. I'm going to like vacuum our couch, and then do a refresh of the kiddos' sheets. And then I have our weekly chore chart. We do the living room on Monday, office on Tuesday, bedrooms on Wednesday, Thursday nothing, Friday the fridge, grocery shopping, meal planning, all of that, and then the bathroom. And then weekend is the kitchen. I basically live in the kitchen all weekend long, and so I just kind of bake and cook, and it all kind of flows into one thing. and clean in there. All right, my summer bucket list. We have go to a yoga class, swim, cook or eat outside, play putt-putt, watch the sunrise or sunset, eat an ice cream cone, have a s'more, play a sport, road trip, have a yard sale, bake something, go berry picking, go to the beach, go to a waterfall, and drink a big Diet Coke. Then we have our June opening spread. And then for this round, what I've decided to do, we'll see how this evolves, is to just do daily pages. I didn't do like a monthly spread or a weekly spread. I'm just doing daily. And here's how that's looking so far. So I have my habits that I'm tracking. So 20 minutes of movement every day. So that's like go to the gym, do yoga. I could like run or walk outside, or go to the gym and run and walk, or something like that. Then do an evening walk, hydrate. I use Water Llama to track my hydration. So if I get 100%, time outside in the sun, and then 5 fruits and veg. I didn't do it right here, but on all the others I have actually 5 boxes for fruit and veg, and then I'll just check off how many I had that day. And then over down here will be just journaling, open-ended. Here will be my tasks and to-do list for the day, and then my end of day reflection. I'm going to play with that. I actually have me journaling less in a day, but I think I might like that. And journaling twice a day instead of once a day. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm sure this is going to evolve. Like, it evolved already. Like, this is how, when I started drawing Monday, this is how I did it. And then this is where we ended up and toward Friday. So I'm sure this will evolve as the month proceeds. But for right now, that is what I'm doing. Now I want to go home and do my planning in Notion. So Notion is now where I do all of my monthly reflecting, my quarterly reflection, my planning. I also need to plan my just job work tasks for next week and kind of wrap up my work week, because I'm gonna do like one final email check-in before I go into the weekend so I can relax. So we're gonna go home and do that. I think maybe we'll do it on the porch. So I'll see you at home. Hello. Okay, so if you are new here, or maybe you don't normally watch the Plan With Me videos, or maybe it's been a while, I thought I would show you a little bit of my Notion, and how I like what I'm gonna be going through today. I need to get an overshirt. It's like a little chilly. And then we'll do a little walkthrough. We're gonna start with the Life Hub. So we're gonna start here. This is like my starting point. And it basically is just my bookmark for all the places I go often. So I have a daily spread, a weekly spread, a monthly, a seasonally, a budgeting spread, and then a podcast one. And these are the ones I use most often. I have a lot more in here, and each of those have like a lot of sub pages, but for today's purposes, what we're looking at is seasonal planning, monthly planning. So we'll start with the season. So when you go into the season, it has links to all the pages for those months. And then it has my reflection. So I'll scroll through it's basically just journaling prompts for me. And then I have my summer vision board down at the bottom. So I'll tell you really quickly what I'm going to reflect through. My core values, 10 good things in my life right now. I do like what money came in, what money went out, what's our balance, what are those income sources. I will say this might be a little bit repetitive because I do this in my budgeting. You'll see that in a minute, but that's how it is. Then values check-in. I use the 7 dimensions of wellness. If you listen to my podcast, I go through each month and talk about my reflections on the 7 dimensions of wellness. But how am I doing creatively, physically, emotionally, intellectually, socially, environmentally, and occupationally. And I do what kind of person do I want to what kind of person do you most want to be in each of those areas? What worked and what didn't work? And then on the podcast, I do what's next. And then I do my ideal day. What time do I wake up? What time do I go to sleep? What are my habits and routines? My ideal week. And then I do a task audit and I do a systems audit. And this was more relevant when I was self-employed because kind of my job right now, I'm constantly doing a systems audit and my tasks are pretty not very like static. So I'm still kind of, you know, I'm so new, but I'm keeping them. I probably won't really do them this quarter just because I don't know that it's super relevant. And then I do summer vibes. So like, what do I want my summer to look and feel like? So what are the hobbies I'm going to participate in this summer? What's going to be like my style? Like, how do I want to dress? What do I want to read? What are my relationship goals? How do I want to feel in my body? How do I want my home to feel? And then what are my self-care goals? And that's all for summer. From there, I move into monthly. And I want to say, like, I'm probably not going to sit down and do these right now because I find that if I do all of this reflecting at once, it starts to get kind of watered down and I'm not actually reflecting. So what I'll probably do is like one of these tomorrow, like the summer one, and then I'll do the monthly one on like Sunday or something. Just give myself some time. But for the month, I reflect on the previous month. So what did I accomplish? What challenged me? What did self-care look like last month? And then what were there any key lessons and takeaways? And then are there any highlights? Like, did I travel anywhere interesting? Did I read any good books? What music and podcasts did I listen to? Did I interact with any people that kind of stand out? Movies and TV? Did I buy anything that really stood out? And then I write out any like memories or special moments. And then I go through and I set some goals. So like kind of using the reflection I did for the quarter, like what are my health and wellness goals, my career goals, financial goals, personal goals, and self-care. So they kind of inform each other, but they're slightly different, right? I will also go back and look at May and see, you know, how did I do on my goals? And we can do that together. So my goals for health and wellness were 20 minutes of movement for 20 days, and I did that. 100% hydration for 20 days. I'm sure that I did that. I didn't count, but I'm almost always get the hydration. Time outside for 20 days. I feel like if it wasn't raining, I was pretty much outside. I don't know if it rained more than 10 days or not. Career and business. I had an onboarding document I wanted to create and I did that. I had to create a system for something and I created that. And then this thing didn't happen, but it wasn't really up to me, so I'll leave it unchecked. Finance, I had saving a certain amount of money for emergencies. We did that. Oh, I wanted to be under our grocery budget, which is really low right now. I like made it really low and I did not do that. Personal, I wanted to paint and I did not do that. And I wanted to get a plant for my office, but I didn't do that either. Self-care, I wanted to have fun on 2 weekends. I definitely did that. And I take 20 lunch breaks. I get an hour for lunch every day that I need to take and I forget to take it a lot. Like I will just work through it. Which is not the vibe because that doesn't, you're supposed to take your lunch break. There's a reason you have a lunch break. And I don't think I took 20 this month, like full lunch breaks where I just took time off. I really don't think I did that. That's a good one to roll over. Okay, so what I'm gonna, the other one I want to show you actually while we're here is budget. So this is my blank budget template. At the top I have like all of our different bank accounts and I do what I put in them at the beginning of the month, and then I do the balance. Every week I go in and I say this is the balance on that account, and then I put in our income and then I keep track of like which income sources are generating the most. This is our total budget. It's broken down by category. I'm kind of scrolling through that kind of fast because it has our actual numbers in it. And then below that I use as like an expense section. Let me see if I can pull up May for just the expense part so I can show you, because I'm not terribly concerned about you seeing like our individual expenses. So I'll show you that. So it has where the money was spent, how much was spent, the day it was spent, which what the category is in the budget, and then what bank account it came out of. And then I use Notion to tally that up, and then I put that total up at the top. So at the top, our budget category, let's say it's groceries, we have a $750 grocery budget. And then I put in the actual amount spent so far that month, and then I have a what's left to spend. And that gives me a pretty strong sense of like if we're on budget, and maybe at the bottom it shows the total of those things. So I'm really easily able to see maybe we went over in groceries, but we were under in eating out. And that'll kind of even itself out. Are we over budget or are we under budget? So all of that to say, what I think I'm gonna do right now is actually just go in and finalize our May budget, because it's the last day of May. And I think I can pretty easily do that. So I'll finalize the May budget. I think I'm gonna plan my work week for next week. And then I'll probably call it on planning for today. Because here's the thing, I really just think I need to break it down a little bit more. So I think I'm gonna plan for the week, and then tomorrow I'll probably plan the month, and then, or plan the season, and then I'll plan the month on Sunday. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna go in and finish out this budget and get June's budget kind of set up for us, because that all starts tomorrow. And I might call it for today and let that be enough. But that's how I plan it. So I hope that that was helpful. I know I went through those prompts kind of quickly, but I feel like it's helpful to know. I do think it's, let's see. What I'll do really quickly is actually go through and do the summer vibes, like what do I want my summer to look and feel like, and then I'll go through and do my monthly goals, and we can kind of talk through those. Okay, let's talk goals. All right. We're gonna start with summer vibes. So my summer vibes, my hobbies, painting, yoga, and baking. I almost put tennis in there, but I don't know, I wanted to relieve the pressure on that. Style. I have accepted that I cannot resist having my curly hair in the summer. Like, I have to embrace that, otherwise it's just stressful. So curly hair, very relaxed, kind of flowy clothes. Not like a lot of like tailored pants. Like I do that a lot in the spring and the fall, but I think in the summer, much more like flowy, bright, casual, but nice, you know what I mean? Reading, I want to read the Bridgerton series. I'm just finishing The Duke and I want to finish the whole series. I want to potentially read the Crescent City series. I just finished Throne of Glass. I read ACOTAR last year, maybe the year before. And so the series I haven't read yet is Crescent City, so I maybe want to read that. And then I think I want to read one nonfiction chapter per week. So on the weekends, read a chapter of a nonfiction book and let that be enough. Relationship goals. My only relationship goal for the summer is to have fun. I think that's it. How do I want to feel in my body? I want to feel energized, flexible, and like I have a lot of stamina. And then how do you want your home to feel? I want it to feel airy, clean, and bright. How to make my house brighter? Couldn't tell ya, but I'm gonna figure it out. Self-care goals. I want to go to a yoga class. I want to go on evening walks, and I want to go on a solo hike. I like to do that at least once per summer. So those are my summer vibes, but then let's talk monthly goals. So for the month of June, health and wellness, I want to do 10 evening walks. I want to continue my practice of doing 20 minutes of movement 20 times. I shoot for every day, but obviously there are days that you know, take breaks and stuff. And then have fun every week. And then career and business, I want to wrap up my quarterly goals. We make like quarterly goals at work. I want to wrap those up. I'm supposed to get a raise, and I want to like make sure that I get my raise. And then I want to set up my bulletin board in my office. I really want like a full overview of just everything that I have going at once. And I have that in Asana, but I want it on my wall. I want to be able to like see it all visually. So I'm going to set that up. Finance, I want to like budget for the summer ahead of time, and that's kind of like what I'm going to be doing today, but really just any summer activities or things I want to be ahead of and do on purpose. And then personal, I want to paint at least once. I want to bake something new, something I've never baked before. We're gonna go berry picking, so I think I'll make something with that. And then Obi's really into peaches, so I feel like I'll make something with peaches. And then self-care, I'll take myself on at least one date, like self-date. I want to go on a hike by myself, and then I want to go on at least one road trip this summer. I'll probably go on like 3, I think. But maybe I'll do one by myself. That could be fun. But that is it, y'all. But that's how I plan for the season and the month. That's what I'm looking at right now. And let me know. I really love to hear from you which kind of style of video you prefer. If you prefer the like voiceover, join me in the kitchen kind of videos, or if you prefer more of a vlog style, like talk to the camera type video, or maybe like a mix of those two things, just let me know what you prefer. There's pros and cons to both of them on my end, so I could make a case either way. And I'd love to hear from you, so let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.